Welcome to another video. This is Only in Vegas 702, and if you couldn't tell yet, today's video is going to be focused on the Mandalay Bay, which I think is one of the top 3 hotels on the Strip. The only real negative is that it's not direct center, but it's still a well-located hotel that also has access to various monorail systems, and of course, a pretty convenient Uber and taxi pickup. Particularly if you're staying for a game, there's very easy access to the Raiders arena. Let's get right into the room tour, because I know that's what most people want to see. Here's the shower, the bathroom, where you do all your washing and your pooping and your peeing. And it's a really nice room. It's not an all-suite hotel, but I will say that the overall sort of atmosphere or feel that you get, aura of this hotel, is elevated. The entire experience feels more elevated when you're at the Mandalay Bay. Nice size TV. It could always be bigger, that's what she said, but not going to complain. Unfortunately, there is not a personal fridge. There's just one of the pay-for fridges. And you also need to bring your own K-cups, but they sell those over in... Good view. Everything was clean. Everything was good condition. And this is a good time to point out, if you want to go and walk to the Las Vegas sign, you can do it from the Mandalay Bay. I don't know if I do it at the hottest point of the day, but you can do it. Here is one of the best perks about staying here is their entire pool area. They got a lazy river, they got a wave pool, they got various regular pools, see the little beach area. And a lot of these are open 365, even in the winter. At least the lazy river is open. And they also have their beach bar and grill here. The cabanas are really nice to rent. I will say, though, expensive. If you're going to rent a cabana, none of it comes with, any food or drink credit. Here is some of the food you can get out by the pool, though. For pool food, not bad. Not bad. It's Vegas, so you're always going to be paying a bit of an upcharge. If you're watching this channel, I'm sure you're used to that. There's just a nice shot of the pool system. The wave pool is really cool. If you're going with kids, which my wife and I are soon. We got a little girl. She loves this kind of stuff. So that makes our decision on where to stay a lot easier. But it's nice that the Mandalay Bay has all of these other amenities. Just a beautiful pool area. And a beautiful casino. Huge casino, but it doesn't feel overwhelming because everything is really well spaced out. And I keep saying it, but everything's clean. Everything is nice and clean here. Perhaps that's because maybe they're not the most highly occupied hotel, but I think it's just because it's good upkeep. Here's the Shark Reef Museum. A lot of times, like with the Las Vegas apps or even in just some of the coupon books, you can get 2 for 1. So look out for those. Here's the monorail, which will bring you right over to Park MGM, as well as Excalibur. Very convenient. They got tons of restaurants in Mandalay Bay. They got a food court. They got, pizza. I'm going to show you a good amount of the food here. Kumi, which is really good, and also Karama, which is the new Michael Mina restaurant. Orla, this in my opinion is one of the better restaurants in Las Vegas right now that not a lot of people are talking about. It's Mediterranean and it's fantastic, and it's Vegas. It's Vegas prices, but it's really for the service and the type of food you get, I think it's reasonable. You walk away like, wow, what a meal every time. Here's some of the spreads. You got I don't remember all the exact names. You know, you got bread, you got drinks, you got caviar. Oh, you got flamin' cheese. What could go wrong? That was so good. It was even better coming out. Oh, pan-fried cheese. Fantastic. Again, am I excited about paying $26 for fried cheese? No. Would I do it again? Yes. Is the Greek salad. It's all Greek to me, you know. But it was good. The fish. Oh, this fish was this fish worth $82? Yes, it was. And the table service is unique. It's especially if you're like on a first date. If you're like me and you've been together over a decade, it's just like, get me to the hotel room already. No, just kidding. But it's very nice presentation. Skyfall, let's talk about Skyfall as well as the foundation room. So there's Mandalay Bay, and right next door to it, they have the W Hotel, which used to be the Delano Hotel. And, one's got Skyfall, the other has the foundation room. One's a little bit more clubby, and I would recommend a reservation. But I believe foundation room's the one at Mandalay Bay. Sometimes I mix them up. Anyway, the views here, day or night, are incredible. You got the whole strip. Drinks are reasonable. It's just a really cool, fun vibe. And I highly recommend it. If you're in the area and you're just stopping by the hotel, come up for a drink, especially at night. Or if you're staying here, you got to check it out at one point. There's a little balcony where you can sneak your vapes in, if that's something you're interested in. And we'll talk about Border Grill. Border Grill, one of the best parts about Border Grill is the all-you-can-eat brunch. Here you go. $45, give or take, per person. I'm going to go through a quick speed round, show you what all this food is like. And some of it's better than others, but I think the key for this brunch is if you're in a group. You can also, it overlooks the pool. It's kind of an outdoor patio vibe, right? So if you're in a group, absolutely. If you're with 1, 2, maybe 3 people, I don't think it's worth it. They got drinks. They got all kinds of these appetizers. You see some of the lox. These aren't the actual names. Here, the crispy tortilla thing under the egg. The egg were good, but if you look, you can tell those look like powdered eggs to me. I mean, some of it has real eggs. Like up here, obviously, you'll see some real eggs, some deviled eggs. They were real. But that's all I'm saying. Some items are better than others. But if you're with a group of people, it's a good idea. If it's just 1 or 2, 3 people, with the time it takes to bring out all the different items and how big some of the portions are, you're going to fill up pretty quickly. Of course, like everywhere else in this world, there's at least one Starbucks. Here's the Michelob Ultra Arena. And here's some of the gardens which don't have water right now. I sped some of this up. They got a Four Seasons hotel. They got a gym. There's the foundation room entrance. It's all, just like I said, walking around here, it feels like an elevated Las Vegas sort of experience, particularly if you're staying at the Four Seasons. Look at this lobby, though. It's just beautiful. Assuming it's working, they have the early check-in. They got a FedEx office, a separate Uber and taxi entrance. I suppose if you're using FedEx office on vacation, it's not that good of a vacation unless you're buying a house or something. But here is how you get to the Uber and taxi. They got baggage pickup. Pretty cool stuff. All the ride shares. Look at this. Look at the beautiful large entrance. Okay, so here we go. This is. Here's the casino. I'm not a big shopper, but there are tons of shopping at this property. So I'm kind of speeding it up. You can even get a tattoo, which looked fairly clean from the outside. They got House of Blues. It's been here for years, kind of a staple. I don't have much food from here. And actually, I'll give you a tip. If you're looking for a breakfast place, walk around here and you're going to go to the Irish pub right here. This is my favorite spot for breakfast. Look, when you're hungover in particular, you get one of these. Right here, 1845, the breakfast box tea. This is my go-to when I'm hungover, and I highly recommend. You're not going to wait the long lines. Here is how you get to the stadium. You can always, if you're lost, you can just memorize it by this kind of golden Muhammad Ali statue. But they got other things here, other restaurants, other bars. It's another Starbucks. You know, you can get your Raiders gear, get your hat, whatever you need for the game. And of course, your wonderful Irish pub. Candy. There's even one open. Will that be your dream shop one day? They got a Wahlburgers. And last thing we'll talk about, Swingers. The newest spot to Mandalay Bay. Pretty cool. Adults, kids are allowed during the day, but it's like an adult kind of drinking spot with miniature golf. It's a little pricey, a little crowded, and so if you're really poor, got anxiety, I'd recommend maybe skipping that one. All right, subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.